Hello, this is Eric again, working on the pink helmet. This is video number 5, and the sander that I talked about in the previous video I got from Harbor Freights, and I said they're $49, and that's the only place I could find the sanding belts for it. So we just trimmed out the teeth. I cleaned it up a little bit with a razor. One thing I do want to talk about are the ears. If you look at your ears, and you probably can't see it in this video, but there's a mold line right here on both sides. A lot of people make the mistake and sand it to those mold lines, and then the ears won't fit. A lot of times the makers use different helmets, and the ears are actually from a different helmet. Maybe I'll use the example of Brian R. helmet compared to a David M. helmet, and I believe these helmets are cast off a Gino or which was cast from a Trooper Expert, and then I went to this maker, and I believe the ears that he used were from a David M. Not sure if with the smooth cap, if the ears are the same as the original Gino version 2 or not, but I did notice these are a little bit smaller, so I don't know if these are a new sculpt or what the lineage of these ears are. But don't make the mistake of trimming to those lines, because it probably won't fit. Anyway, back to the build. We're going to install the brow, so you'll need a pair of scissors, and I like to trim that off, one side off so it's square. I'm going to install it on the helmet. And don't get too quick to cut. Always measure twice, cut once. So I always look at it, see where it is, and then I cut it off, and then I'm going to end up having to go back and cut it again, because I usually cut it a little long, which I'd rather do. So I look at it and I trim it. So it fits. The reason I put this on first, this brow, is you want to have that on there when you put this on so the spacing is right. So I'm going to take my helmet, put it together. I'm lining up the traps with the edge of the eye. Taking my small clamp, going through the eye, lightly clamping it down. Once I get it to where it looks like it's right, I'll clamp it really tight, and that rubber will help hold it on. Like so. It's got the low brow, and usually everyone's fingers are different size, but it usually turns out to be about 2 fingers between the tear and the edge of the ear, which is pretty much right on this. So now I'm going to take my bigger clamps, and I'm going to clamp it right where the tube and the cheek come together. So there's a little space. I leave a little space because I'm going to be drilling a hole there. Same thing on the other side. The reason I do it there is it helps close up this gap right here. I'm going to put a rivet right there. So then before I get too carried away, I'm going to look, make sure it looks even. Make my adjustments so it is even. And then I'll drill. And for this, I'm using a 9/64 inch drill bit. And I'm going to put a hole, I don't know if you can see it, right close to the front of the ear, and one right down there by, in that curve by the tube. Side. I don't know if you can see those holes, but they're pretty close to the edge, and that's where my rivets are going to go. I don't have to worry about installing the lens on this yet because the this maker's lenses get velcroed in. So anyways, I'm using rivets and backing plates. It's important to use the backing plates. I'm just going to rivet up those two holes. To the other side. Once those rivets are in, you can remove the caps. And your helmet's assembled, minus the ears. So, really quick and easy. That makes that helmet so much more sturdy with the one here. And these helmets do come with some pink paint. So on this bottom rivet, I will put a little pink paint on it so if my ears have a gap, that silver rivet won't show. So anyway, that's enough for this build. Next we'll be working on the ears. So I'll see you on video 7, I believe it is. So hopefully that helps, and see you next video.